Canada drew Chile 0-0, and they are heading to the Copa America quarterfinals. So I'm here today to give you guys my 5 takeaways on the match. I hope you're excited, and if you are, let's get into the episode now. Exciting news for the channel. I'm thrilled to announce that JJD TV is partnering up with BetStamp and Sign-Up Expert. This opens up an incredible opportunity for you to join up with some of my favorite sports books to get the best odds and user offers throughout Copa America. Head over to my dedicated page at signupexpert.com/JJDTV to explore a selection of sportsbooks tailored to your region, each with unique offerings. If you're ready to take your sports betting to the next level throughout this tournament and want to show some love for the channel, I highly recommend you signing up for your next sportsbook through my Sign Up Expert link. You can easily find it in the description of this video. Let's begin with takeaway number 1, and that is the fact that this was an ugly match, but a comfortable match. I never really felt like Chile threatened Canada too much. I didn't really feel like Canada threatened Chile either. Obviously, the early red card played a big part in that, but I really do think Jesse Marsch did a great job navigating this game. It was always interesting going into it, knowing that a draw is good enough for Canada, but Chile need to take the game to Canada. They need the 3 points. The red card changes that. You don't want to just sit back and allow Chile to have the ball. You don't want to get caught with too many players going forward, and I really think it was good game management by Jesse Marsch. We squeaked it out, and we got the result we needed. Takeaway number 2 is a positive one. We've kept back-to-back clean sheets at a major tournament. And I know we were up a man against Peru and a man against Chile, but regardless, you still need to be able to pull off these results, and we did. This is back-to-back clean sheets. We've only conceded 2 goals in this tournament so far. I think the back line was fantastic. Crepeau's been great all tournament long. In this match against Chile, I thought Alistair Johnson was our best defender. He put in a monster performance. I thought Bombito was a little nervy at times, but he pulled it together at the end. Cornelius was good. Davies was good. It was a really solid performance from the back line. Jesse Marsch has brought structure to this team, and honestly, going up against anyone, you could back them to pull off a clean sheet. Takeaway number 3 is a bit of a concern, and that is our goal scoring, or lack thereof. Canada under Jesse Marsch has scored 1 goal in 5 matches. We only scored 1 goal in Copa America in the group stage, and we somehow made it out. This team, when we create chances, can't put the ball in the back of the net, and then when we just don't create chances like this Chile match, we see a very lackluster performance from our attacking players. A lot of the heat is getting put on Kyle Larin, and I get it. I do think Kyle Larin has been good in this tournament off the ball. His hold-up play has been good. He was directly involved in the goal that Jonathan David scored, but it's just clearly not working, and we've seen enough games of it now to realize that we need to make a change. If it's Tanny instead of Larin starting the game, fine, but I really think that Osorio needs to start, switch up the shape to a 4-2-3-1, have that extra man in the midfield, and have David playing as a lone striker, because right now the goals are not coming, and Kyle Larin and Jonathan David, that duo just isn't working. Takeaway number 4 is the squad rotation, and I was screaming for it because I thought it would be crazy to go 3 matches with the same starting 11 or pretty close to the same starting 11. We did see it, and those players stepped up big, especially Richie Larea. He was the perfect profile for a match like this. I love the effort. He deserved to start, and I think it was the right choice to have him on that right-hand side over Tajon Buchanan. I thought Schaff was good. We all wanted to see him start, see what it would look like, but I think we can all safely say he needs to be the player coming off the bench. Come on later in the match against tired legs. He's that spark that can just instantly change a match, and he's done it. So I expect him to be back on the bench against Venezuela, but he's probably the first man coming off, especially if we need a little life in this game. The other big issue for me is Jonathan Osorio and Stephen Eustachio in the midfield. Now, I know against Peru, when Osorio came on at halftime for Kone, it was not even 5 minutes later, and we were up a man, and I think that really worked. And same as this match. Kone didn't start. It was Eustachio, Osorio in that 2-man midfield, but it was very early in the match. We were up a man, and I just don't think an Osorio, Eustachio midfield would be successful over 90 minutes, 11v11. I think both scenarios, we got fortunate that we ended up playing a man up and that Osorio had a little bit more time on the ball. He did do good work defensively. I won't take that from him, but I think going against this very well-coached and organized Venezuelan side, we need to go to the 3-man midfield, which is the idea of getting Kone back in with Eustachio, Osorio in the midfield, and take out Kyle Larin, because I just don't think it's going to work. And unfortunately for Kyle Larin, he's just going to be the odd man out. It was also great that we didn't pick up a second yellow for Cornelius, for Larea, or Kone. They're all available to us for this match against Venezuela. So I would like to see the shape change a bit. We weren't tested that much in the midfield. I thought Osorio did a good job, but I do really want to see us go to that 3-man midfield. My 5th and final takeaway is that this is a statement performance from Jesse Marsch. Jesse Marsch has not been on the job very long. He had to take this group into a major tournament without really seeing them. His first 3 matches, he had the Netherlands, France in friendlies, and then Argentina. He had to really get this team to buy into what he's wanted them to do, and they've absolutely done that. The clean sheets are showing it. The goal scoring isn't coming, but we have seen chances. I think he needs to tweak a couple things, but he deserves a ton of credit. If you would have told me that in a group with Argentina, Chile, and Peru, Canada would be the ones upsetting Peru and Chile, who very rarely don't make it out of the group, I don't know if I would have believed you. My prediction for this tournament, I had them finishing third. I didn't really think they were going to find a way to get it out. Jesse Marsch deserves huge credit, so do the players, and it's a special moment. And if you don't believe me, I had commitments over this weekend, and I was with a group of my friends for a special moment, and I was going to watch the game by myself. I've watched many games by myself because my friend group doesn't really love this sport. And to my surprise, because of the occasion, because even people who are not soccer fans understand that Canada in Copa America is a very important moment, and the fact that they had the chance to make it to the quarterfinals, I had 20 of my closest friends watching the game with me. I've never had anything like that happen to me before because, like I said, my friend group just doesn't do that. So it's how this sport is going to grow in this country, is to be at big tournaments like Copa America, World Cup in 2026, and perform. And that is what Canada did, picking up these 4 points, having a date against Venezuela where Venezuela's flying, but there's a chance that we could get a date with probably Argentina in the semifinals if we can take care of business. My entire friend group apparently noticed that. They watched the game, they were cheering along, and it was a pretty cool moment for myself. So I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section. How did you watch the game? Did you celebrate with friends, family? What do you think of my takeaways? Let me know some takeaways of your own. And of course, if you enjoyed this episode, as always, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, friends.